we're playing Smackdown vs. Raw 2006 today. I thought I'd play some Smackdown vs. Raw, talk about some WrestleMania, because WrestleMania Day 2 was on last night, Day 1 was on the night before, or day if you're an American, and it was a good show, especially considering the situation, you know, the no crowd, all of that stuff. It was a very good show. So we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be playing some Smackdown vs. Raw 2006 to relive the glory days of these games a little more. Right, let's have a look here. Let's go straight for the main events. Hell in a Cell, Undertaker, Foley in this game. I forget, it's been a while. He's probably a legend actually, and I do not have him. Well, that's a mission for a later date. Oh, fuck it, Eddie Guerrero, come on. This is blatantly the caliber of match you would have got on Velocity back in the day. So I'm not going to be talking about the whole show, because I am a fairly casual fan these days. I only watch the big events. I do keep up with the news, but I'm not as huge of a fan as I used to be. So I'm only going to talk about the matches that I really cared about, essentially, while watching. And as you can tell by the character I picked, I'm a big Undertaker fan. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Boneyard match from night one. The Boneyard match was amazing. It was like the Final Deletion, if the Final Deletion took itself seriously. I enjoyed the Final Deletion, but I think that this type of cinematic fight, essentially a cinematic match, suits the Undertaker's character so well, and just the way they presented it, like a Sons of Anarchy style fight, you know, that kind of aura, or the Clint Eastwood style, with the old gunslinger coming back to town to teach the young uns a lesson, sort of thing. And it was so good. It was just an amazing match. I loved the choke slam as well. The choke slam off of the height, and just it looked so good. It looked like it absolutely murdered him. They did a very good job of that. And I did laugh at the fact that they buried AJ alive, and had his hand sticking out. Wondering if that's going to lead to some time off for him now. Going to go away for a bit. And I forgot that you can't get weapons out from under the ring. Oh, there's a sledgehammer. Yeah, come get me. But yeah, the Boneyard match was amazing, and it built up hype for me for the Firefly Funhouse match the next night, to see how they were going to handle that. And for sure that lived up to the expectations. I think it definitely lived up to the expectations. I love the story. I think it is funny how it did mirror the Adam Plumpy, or Plampo, however you say his name, Plumpy. It mirrored Plumpy's video about how they should book, and even he admitted on Twitter it was like they did it better, but it was better than he could have. But it was his vanilla version, he said. But it was so well done, the story of Cena being erased from the WWE after being the bully, being erased. It was so well done, and I think it has put Bray over in a really big way, and I think it has done a good job of building him back up again after he got stomped by Goldberg in what is now essentially pointless, because he lost the title to Goldberg to set up Reigns Goldberg at Mania, which didn't happen, and it was Goldberg Strowman at Mania, so it was all pointless anyway. But The Fiend doesn't need a title. They've done a good job of bringing him back. Hopefully they don't kill him again in a couple of months, when someone else needs to be put over though, which you can't really put past the WWE. Sounds like something they do. Back to day one, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. That was a highly enjoyable match as well. I was fooled by the false finish when it happened, I messaged my friend and I was like, bullshit finish. And then it got restarted. I did think the Gronk was going to restart it, but he didn't. It was Kevin Owens just goading Rollins into coming back and starting it again, and the Shane O'Mac style dive was brilliant after WrestleMania sign. And once again, if Rollins is going to be taking time off of after WrestleMania, if they still continue their shows, it's a good way to write him off of the show. And it was, once again, highly enjoyable. Not doing very well. Yeah, highly enjoyable, and it was nice to see Kevin Owens get a big win at WrestleMania. And speaking of big wins at WrestleMania, leads us to the last match, which, elephant in the room, very, very similar to the Braun Strowman versus Goldberg match in the way it was put together. I think it was executed better because both Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre are better performers than Goldberg in particular, but like Strowman as well. I think Strowman's alright, but he's not hugely interesting to me. It was nice to see Drew, first UK-born world champion in the WWE. It's nice to see him get his due. It would have been so much better to see it happen in front of a crowd, because he deserved that. He deserved the crowd. There's no question that his moment deserved to be in front of a big field of people cheering him on, because the crowd loves him. Bye Eddie. Yeah, the crowd loves him, but unfortunately that is not what happened, and we're just going to have to wait until the first Raw, where there is a crowd again, to see the reaction to Drew, and Drew finally getting his due after the VTs, the pre-match videos showed, being the chosen one, being hyped up and all that, and then letting himself down. He deserves it. He's come back stronger than ever. He made him, raindrop. Well, that didn't work out very well. But yeah, so on the whole, as they would say, WrestleMania, really good show. WrestleMania, really good show. It was better than it had any right to be, considering the circumstances. I was really worried about WrestleMania this year, and they hit it out of the park. I think it was a really good show, and I am probably going to be rewatching both the Firefly Funhouse and the Boneyard match on the network, because I'd like to see them again whilst I am awake, essentially. It was getting on a bit. But my thoughts on WrestleMania. Let's finish off Eddie Guerrero now. Come on, Eddie.
They sure are, Taz. Someone's going for a ride, Cole.
Someone's going for a ride.
There goes the step.
Pale.
Superstars will stop at nothing in this Hell in a Cell match. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure.
And we got a challenge as well. Nice. Hard fought battle, apparently. Even though I did kind of kick the shit out of him a little bit, let's be honest. Raising his hands in victory. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Like I say, WrestleMania, very good show. Very much enjoyed it. Also enjoyed playing some Smackdown versus Raw 2006. Even emulation issues withstanding, but we'll get there eventually. But if you watched the video, thank you very much. Tell me what you thought about WrestleMania in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more videos from SmokeyJoe Gaming. You can find anywhere to find me, both music and gaming, down here, and I'll catch you next time.